So why is it when sometimes you have abundance with women, more abundance comes, and when you have scarcity, it seems like you can't get out of that scarcity? What do we got here? After getting laid a few times and texting a number of women from dating apps, all of a sudden my game has skyrocketed. Why? Because you're learning how to show up with your sub communication seductively. So there's certain behavioral patterns. That's a great question. So why is it when sometimes you have abundance with women, more abundance comes, and when you have scarcity, it seems like you can't get out of that scarcity? The reason is because women, and this is kind of related to the topic, so that's really interesting you ask that. But the reason is because women are very uh, good at picking up your sub communication, picking up little signs that you're giving off that you would be a good lay, that you're a good genetic option, that you have abundance with women, that you would be a person she'd want to have sex with, essentially, right? And so you can give off that sub communication of scarcity or abundance, and that's something that's very hard for you to fake. You have to be able to change what's going on internally or having the external results as you are to get those effects. And so guys in pickup are oftentimes trying to LARP that alpha behavior or live action role play that alpha behavior or kind of play that stuff and play that abundance off and to learn how to model how to give off that sub communication. But if you're already getting abundance with women and you're in that time of your life right now where you're getting laid a few times, you're getting some numbers, things are going okay, you convey that in your sub communication without maybe realizing that to other women around you. So they notice that and they pick up on that, and then that ignites their attraction on a primal or deep level. And so guys who are really attractive with women know how to either they're doing it because it's a natural state of being for them. They got very lucky, you know what I mean, to just sort of have that. And or they've learned or they've conditioned some behaviors where their primal side of their brain, if you will, is communicating to her primal mating side of her brain. And you'll notice in some other videos I talked about with pickup, talked about the dual conversation, right? Where you're having this one conversation up here, but the undertone or underneath conversation is the seductive conversation between two primates selecting a mate, right? And so there's a seduction that's happening underneath the overt, right? And so you're showing up and you're conditioning yourself to show up with that. So did we evolve in a way so it is hard to fake this stuff? Is there any? Well, yeah, there is major points to learning it, of course. And so you want to learn it and then you want to practice it. And that's being able to recondition the behavior and your state of mind when you're in the sexual marketplace is a huge component here. That's your inner game. That's the reason why I put that alpha mindset course out prior to our seduction program, is because I don't want to roll out a seduction program and teach the skills and then have guys have internal barriers to executing those skills with no solutions to getting over those internal barriers or not good enough solutions. So I have a course to work on your inner game and your mindset and that alpha mindset and condition your brain and to have that abundance and to be able to choose how you want to show up and then be that and embody that attractive person, right? And to be that person based on how you're feeling up here. You're not faking it anymore. You're embodying it. And then the skill sets. Then you learn the skill sets so you can do the technique. You see what I'm saying? It's like we were talking about this in an entrepreneurial sense. You want to have the millionaire belief set and mindset, and then you do the millionaire behaviors and then the $1 million comes, right? You become a millionaire from that. You don't just get $1 million and all of a sudden you develop the belief set, the mindset, and the behaviors. We know that doesn't work because people win the lottery, and when they don't have that millionaire mindset and those millionaire behaviors, what happens? They lose all their money, right? And so you can't, learning the techniques are important, but you have to get the inner game squared away as well and show up and be that alpha dude and be that attractive guy. But because you've been getting results with women, that's one of the pillars of embracing that that alpha instinct is solving your mating problem. So the other two pillars are survivability and being able to be lethal. So if you can handle yourself and you're not a victim, you're in decent enough shape, and then you start solving your reproductive problem, all of a sudden you start having an inner confidence that maybe you didn't have before. And women really do pick up on that stuff.